Welcome back to Simon's Trading Channel. Thank you for joining me for another one of my videos. Let's get straight on with the price action analysis. Today's been a funny old day, isn't it? Right, I'm going to start on the higher time frames and work my way down. So I thought I'd throw the BBWP up on the top here. So remember, that's a volatility index, and it's a very useful tool. It's a derivation of the Bollinger Bands, which you know I love. But it kind of gives you a more graphical illustration of that volatility, expansion and contraction. And if I'm just going to refer to this bull run so far, and you can see that because this has been a trending move to the upside, each and every volatility expansion that has occurred on this weekly time frame to the upside, starting here with this move, so volatility expanding with move to the upside, and then contraction of volatility to an area of low volatility with basically a sideways and slightly down price action. And then, excuse me, next time that volatility expanded was this move here, followed by a bit of a cool off, which was just sideways, and then another move to the upside, which you can see was volatility expanding to the upside. And the epic 6-month boring everyone to death with cooling off of volatility and then a low volatile environment, sideways and down. Next move, volatility expansion occurring from here to the upside, followed by sideways price action and the cooling off of volatility. And the reason why I thought I'd bring it up now is that you can see even on a weekly time frame, Bitcoin is in a very low volatility environment, and we're waiting for that volatile move. And it's very likely that that will be to the upside, just like all of these other moves with expanding volatility in the bull run so far. To give you an extra spin, you could indeed put a Bollinger Band on, and you can see that whenever there was a move, Bitcoin was above the midpoint of the Bollinger Band. So every time volatility expanded, it was very likely that expansion was going to see a move to the upside because of where Bitcoin was positioned relative to the 20 SMA on the weekly time frame. And as you can see right now, it's getting close. The 20 SMA at the moment is basically around 90,000. So it's just at the bottom of this range. And we're all waiting for that volatility to come. Doesn't look like it's going to be this week. Is February going to be possibly the most boring month in recent history for Bitcoin? Maybe. Well, if it doesn't change soon, that will be the case. Okay, switch over to the daily, and you can look at this for low volatility. You can see how narrow the Bollinger Bands have got to. But that volatility, that BBWP reading, I mean, if you just go back for the entirety of this bull run so far, which started over here, look on the daily time frame, I would say this is the least volatile period we've had. So yawn, yawn, and yawn again. Today's been a classic range. Touch the top of the Bollinger Band, and it looks like it might touch the bottom, which comes in around 94.3. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, pretty interesting day, and we'll see that on the 4-hour time frame because it will paint the picture for you beautifully. What I'd like to see, I mean, it's just sideways, isn't it? There's nothing special on the daily time frame. I would like to see, though, Bitcoin close back above the midpoint of the Bollinger Band, which is coming in around 97. The reason I'd like to see that, whether or not it happens over the weekend, I don't know, but the reason I'd like to see that is that in this environment of low volatility, depending on where Bitcoin is relative to the midpoint, will give you a steer then on when that volatility expansion occurs, which way the move will be. So if price is living below the midpoint and then volatility expands, it'll be a downside move. And that's where the price is at the moment. But if Bitcoin starts to close dailies back above 97 and volatility expands, then it'll be an upside move. It's as simple as that. You can see momentum still to the downside. It's just kind of going straight, really. So this is all sort of, it's just testing everyone's patience at the moment, I think. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. Over to the 4-hour, and you can see there was some volatility expansion, and it was to the upside. And then today, well, a bit of fed around by a bit, and I don't really know what that was all about. If you click on the news thing, you can see Bybit apparently was hacked, and it looks like that led to this sell-off. I don't know why. It was an Ethereum hack, apparently. I don't know why that led to a sell-off in Bitcoin. But to be honest, it does this a lot. It goes to the top of the range, sells off to the bottom. To the top, sells off to the bottom. Back up to the top, looks like it's going to come back to the bottom. So even in this 4-hour time frame, there has been a little bit more volatility, but not very much. And it doesn't really look like this effort of expansion of volatility is going to come to anything. It just looks like more of a range play. And on this 4-hour time frame, you could argue the range is somewhere between about 93 and pretty much 100K. So we'll see where price closes and then settles in for the weekend. But yeah, it's just sideways really. Momentum is still to the upside, although it has cooled off a lot and is getting close to the zero line. For me, again, I'd want to see Bitcoin closing 4 hours back above 97, so it's very similar to the daily now. That's how poor the volatility is. The 4-hour and the daily are basically telling the same story. All right, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.